Have you ever felt lost, confused, and desperate for answers? You've been making dua, pouring your heart out, but deep down you wonder, is Allah even listening? Why do things still feel uncertain? Why does life seem like a series of unanswered prayers? If I told you that Allah is speaking to you right now? That He has been sending you signs all along? Signs that you might be overlooking? What if those delays, those sudden moments of unease, or the peace you feel during prayer, are not coincidences, but direct messages from Him? Allah doesn't always speak through miracles or grand revelations. Sometimes He speaks in subtle but powerful ways, nudging our hearts, redirecting our paths, and placing signs in our lives. It's up to us to recognize them. Every single one of us goes through moments of doubt. Times when our faith is tested, when nothing seems to go right, and we question whether our prayers are even being heard. You're about to make a choice. Maybe it's something small, a conversation, an action, a habit. But deep inside, something doesn't feel right. Your heart feels heavy, your mind restless. That discomfort, it's not just your conscience, it's Allah guiding you away from something harmful. Maybe you're tempted by an opportunity that seems promising, but for some reason, doubt lingers. Or perhaps you're engaged in a sin, and suddenly, guilt begins to weigh on you. Allah reminds us in the Quran, and those who have believed are stronger in love for Allah. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:165. That internal conflict, that stirring in your heart, it's a divine sign calling you back to Him. Have you ever had a verse from the Quran suddenly stand out to you? Or perhaps you keep hearing the same hadith over and over through a lecture, a post, a conversation? It's as if the universe is conspiring to send you a message. That's not coincidence. That's Allah directing your attention to something important. He's showing you exactly what you need at this moment in your life. But the question is, are you listening? When you notice this happening, take time to reflect on how this message relates to your current situation and what Allah is trying to guide you towards. Next time you notice a particular message repeating itself, pause, reflect. Ask yourself, why is Allah showing me this right now? How does this relate to my life? Because chances are He's trying to guide you towards something or protect you from it. You worked hard, you planned everything, you did everything right, yet somehow things didn't go your way. The job you desperately wanted? Gone. The relationship you invested in? Ended. The goal you chased? Unreachable. At first it feels unfair, painful, frustrating. But what if I told you, this is actually Allah protecting you, that what seemed like a setback was actually a divine redirection? Allah reminds us, and it may be that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and that you like a thing which is bad for you. Allah knows while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. Similarly, when life doesn't go as planned, maybe, just maybe, Allah is setting you up for something far greater than you can imagine. Ever been at your lowest, feeling like no one understands, and then, out of nowhere, someone says exactly what you needed to hear? Maybe a stranger's kindness lifted your spirits. Maybe a friend randomly checked in at the perfect time. That's not luck. That's Allah working through others to guide and comfort you. He places people in our lives exactly when we need them most, even if we don't realize it at the time. Maybe you were short on money, and a friend unexpectedly paid you back an old debt. Maybe you were feeling emotionally drained, and someone reached out to offer you exactly the support you needed, even without knowing your situation. There's a moment in prayer, maybe in sujud, maybe after a heartfelt dua, where suddenly your heart feels lighter. The stress, the anxiety, the worries, they fade. A deep, unexplainable peace washes over you. That peace? It's not just emotional relief, it's Allah's way of telling you, I am here, I am listening. Sometimes this sense of peace can come during specific moments of prayer, like when you are in sujud, the closest position a servant can be to their Lord. As Allah says, Verily in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. You might not always get what you want immediately, but the calm you feel is a sign that Allah is working behind the scenes. He is preparing something better for you. Allah speaks to us in ways we often overlook, whether through an inner feeling, an unexpected delay, a repeating message, or a sense of peace. He is always guiding us. The key is to pay attention and trust in His wisdom. Which of these signs have you experienced? Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever felt a sudden inner pull, a delayed plan working in your favor, or a moment of peace that felt unexplainable? These are not coincidences. These are signs from your Creator. Allah's signs are all around us. It's up to us to notice them, to embrace them, and to trust that He is guiding us every step of the way. So next time you face uncertainty, pause, reflect, and say, Ya Allah, I trust you. Allah's signs are all around us. It's up to us to notice them, to embrace them, and to trust that He is guiding us every step of the way. So next time you face uncertainty, pause, reflect, and say, Ya Allah, I trust you.